All your passes, touchdown passes, is one standout. One to Noah, maybe the 25-yarder. Was that your best throw of the day? You think?
I think. I don't think that it's really one that stands out. I guess I think what stands out is just how well we played as a team today. Everybody came to play, and the tight ends and receivers, they all made plays today when they needed to. So, all credit to them for making the grabs and running the routes how they're supposed to.
Nate, how did you know to set your foot on that touchdown? Did you feel you let loose of your leg, or?
No, I think I think that's just part of being a quarterback. Sometimes you have to make plays when they're necessary. And again, off that play, TJ made a great adjustment. He saw it and he put his arm back inside, and I trusted that he would be able to wall off that defender and make a play. That's exactly what he did.
Was this game plan, was this stuff that you'd practiced and hadn't used, or was this stuff that you just hadn't used very often, or did you want to completely go aggressively pass the ball today?
No, I think we wanted to be balanced all game, and we came out and did that pretty well, and I think it just comes back to how well the offensive line prepared all week, and they did a great job all game, and they just came out and executed super well.
I was going to ask you about the offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage today.
Yeah, all credit to Ohio State. They're great players and great athletes. But our offensive line came out and played super hard today and did what they needed to do.
You've been working with Rastetter on his throwing.
I think we messed around with him a little bit, but I gave him a little hard time on the sideline after that. He could have had a touchdown pass, but that's something that they were looking to do, and all credit to Tyler Kluver for catching that ball. He made a great play, and coaches made a great play call.
You're in rhythm all game. How much of that goes to the experience you've garnered as a starter at this point in the season, and how much goes back to the offensive line and the time they gave you?
I think as the year's gone on, it definitely felt a little more comfortable, in the pocket, and have more trust in the offensive line. And the last couple of weeks, they've had great practices and played really well. So that builds confidence in me too, and to trust them that I'm going to have a clean pocket. And they did a great job tonight all game.
Did you learn anything about yourself today in this game?
About myself?
Yeah.
I think you play best when you're having fun, really. So, not saying that I haven't had fun, I've had a great time all year. And, I think when you can just go out and play and not worry about the pressure or the circumstances around you, that's really when you can come out and excel.
Did you even look at the scoreboard at all today? Did you allow yourself 1 second to look at the scoreboard and soak it in a little bit?
I think towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter is, kind of when I looked at it, But, throughout the game, I knew that they have a high-powered offense and, that they could score. They have scored touchdowns fast. So, just always being aware that, we still have work to do. So
what is going scrum with your helmet?
What's that?
Did you get out of that scrum with your helmet?
I did, yeah. I kept my helmet on and strapped it up super tight. So.
Can you talk about the production of the tight end, 9 catches, 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, they had a great week of practice all week, and that's something that we wanted to look at and do this game was isolate the tight ends on some linebackers and safeties, and something that we practiced all week, and they came out and played a great game and executed what we wanted to do.
Have they kind of become your safety blanket, so to speak? It's almost like when you get in trouble, like specifically when he asked you a question about the touchdown pass and he made a signal to you. It's almost like you look to those guys because you feel like they're going to make a play.
I think it just depends on the play call and the game plan for that week. Obviously the game plan can change quite a bit from opponent to opponent, but Coach Brian Ferentz has confidence in the tight ends that they can make plays, and again they don't let them down. So it just continues to grow.
So Nate, what happened on the targeting? Can you walk us through what you felt on the targeting call that ejected Bosa and hurt? What did you see?
Obviously the refs have a really tough job, and in the course of the game, I didn't really notice it at all, really, I guess. You know, I thought it was just another football play. So, I mean, you know, the refs have a tough job, and you know, it's always something that they're looking for is safety, especially when it comes to helmet-to-helmet contact. So, you know, I think it just happened so quick that I don't really have anything else to say about it, I guess.
You guys
Well,
scored
Nate, you
on the
talked about pressure being off, going out and having fun. Being such a huge underdog, did that play a little bit into that too?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think nobody, you know, outside of our football, you know, facility and complex and our fans thought that we would have a chance, maybe. So, you know, I think just that pressure of, you know, just being able to go out and play without any repercussions, you know, people talking negatively about us, you know, really allowed us to just come out and play, you know, to the best of our abilities today.
Nate,
Take
what was
two
that
more
locker
questions
room
for
like?
Nate.
What were the emotions like inside of that locker room?
I mean, it's just super special. You know, we had a, you know, we sing the fight song, and, you know, it's always special to see, you know, how emotional each player gets. I know I get pretty emotional and get into the fight song when we sing it, so, you know, it's just super special to be able to be in there with your teammates that, you know, you spend so much time with throughout the season and the off season and all the work that you put in. So, you know, just being able to see that pay off and, you know, just see the happiness and joy on each other's faces is pretty special.
You're part of that last year against Michigan, but I'm sure it felt a little different this time after playing the whole game. Part of it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit, but, you know, again, you don't really look for the individual accolades or anything like that. You know, I think the best feeling is just being able to celebrate with your teammates, you know, no matter, you know, if you played 1 snap or 50 snaps. So, you know, just being able to celebrate with the people that you put so much time in with throughout the whole season and in the off season, you know, is what's really special about it.
Okay, thanks, Nate.